Well, he bataka make. But Jaden Chase, they have to make the fans them know what really are going on.
Yeah, man, now move settings nation. Now welcome to the channel. Yeah, man, Jaden Chase. Another one that we're gonna bring on another reasoning on the topic of current affairs. So if you're new to the channel, just a pass through, but to find the reasoning insightful, well, I'm suggesting to you that you click the subscribe icon and then put a like on the video. Now, let's get right into the reasoning. The nation teachers and principals for primary and infant schools across the 7 regions have blasted the government for having schools reopen in conditions that are not up to standard. Recently, the Minister of Education announced that a phased reopening of schools has commenced for the 2021 to 2022 academic year, with the reopening of 248 out of the 376 approved primary and infant schools across the 7 regions. Principal of the Wakefield Primary School in St. Catherine, however, announced that after months of no water in the pipes in Wakefield, residents turned to the school and robbed the compound of its drinking water. Now, nation, this is clear proof that the administration spent and focused majority of the country's resources towards the vax campaign. But things such as roads leading to schools and even things as important as clean drinking water was clearly off the list. The issue of security for all citizens, parents and students. At the moment, we have 2 youth missing, and they have been reported missing since Monday when they went into the town center to purchase a birthday cake. Now, the official report on that story is that the siblings, Rowanna Brian and her brother, Rowan Brian, now both siblings are from Pantan Lane in Old Harbour. The oldest of the siblings, Rowanna, had just celebrated her birthday the day before her disappearance. Police stated that the children left for the town center about 11 a.m. and an alarm was raised when they didn't return home. Now, Betty Ann Blaine, founder of the Hear the Youth Cry, has described the incident as frightening. She has also called on law enforcement agencies to join forces with residents and search for the children. And remember, in St. Thomas recently, that was how Winche and Felicia were found. And if I again say big up to all the residents from St. Thomas and of course the security forces who participated in a joint operation that yielded 100% success. Betty Ann Blaine was also quoted as saying, "I am hoping that the community has already started the search for these youth. And of course the publicity on this matter needs to be ramped up. This is a very different and serious situation." She said because in her time of doing this, she has never seen siblings disappear for so long. And as stated, nation, share the information, share the video, share the post them on IG, create that sense of awareness. When the situation take place in St. Thomas, of course, nationwide outrage. There was no place that individually could have turned. There is no place where him could have left the youth them, where residents, along with the security forces, would not have found them. Why? Because the entire parish a look. The entire community where the situation take place, everybody a look. Now also in that case, what was reported, a trafficking ring had been operating out of the parish, right under the nose of law enforcement. Now what is also shocking is that for majority of the situations where individuals are either suspected or found guilty of, usually individuals pay a fine. It was as recent as 6 days ago that the Minister of Security announced that there would be tougher penalties for individuals that are either found guilty or found in connection of these type of crimes. And as recent as 5 days ago, there was a plea deal given to a couple and a fine of just 2.8 million was paid after they allegedly carried a Jamaican teen to Guyana. To the amount of reports of missing youth, missing people, we say, on a daily basis across social media. Of course, we need tougher penalties for individuals who are caught and found guilty of this type of trafficking. But also we need an agency. We need a wing of the Jamaica Constabulary Force focused on what take place in this, because this can't by coincidence. See, the leader of a child organization say, in all of her years of doing this, and a whole heap of years now she had do it, she have never seen siblings missing for that long. She said the only time she have seen a situation like this is when something are going with parents, custody battle, and one parent have the child and, and next parent choose to take the youth them. Things of that nature. But other than that, brother and sister, and remember there was also the State Department, yes, the United States State Department advisory that these organizations are clandestine in nature and are aided by high-ranking members of the security forces. They said it was the same even in North America, the same in other European countries, and of course the same in the Caribbean. Of course, we have already started the phased reopening of schools. And guess what? Our primary and infant schools. Security for our nation's most vulnerable should of course also be of the utmost importance, along with getting the nation vaxxed. And if you agree with the statement, drop a like, drop a comment, share the video. It has been stated by not only members of the education sector, but also from regular civilians, that the concerns, the things of importance, moving the country forward as a nation, have been put on the back burner by this current administration, which is just now feeling the effects of those actions. While schools and face-to-face classes were prohibited by the current administration, there was never any plans put in place of how they would reintegrate students back into schools to have face-to-face classes, as majority of the government's focus was on Big C-19. Something as serious as the country's crime rate, the murder rate, was allowed to escalate. It was even reported that criminals started to use the no movement days put in place by the current administration to carry out their illegal activities. It seems as if the only people affected were law-abiding citizens, goods and commerce, gross domestic produce, GDP. And as the health department or the health ministry pointed out, it wasn't the restrictions that brought down the positive rate, but the information that was handed out or given to the people so that the people could make the best decisions for them. So that even if party did not keep, people are saying, no, I'm not choose for God here, because of the information that I now know about how this thing are going. Same thing for the vax rate. It wasn't from the incentives given by the government. People made this choice after the information was given to them. And now to date, the government has confirmed that more than 60% of the population are either fully vaxxed or have already received their first doses. Even though statistics show that. But it's hard for statistics to show how much people actually live on the island. But these are the government's numbers. That's what them put out. But I said the one called Jaden Chase, a dancehall correspondent. Jamaican news representative. And if you're new to the channel, new to the movement, just a pass through, but you like the reason and of course you like the point of view, well, I'm suggesting to you that you click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. Tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reasoning, join the discussion. Comment section open 24/7, never lack, yet just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. You know the sentiments, and for those who don't, want to live, love, and prosper, and stay tuned to the reason again.